Okay, testing, 有冇聲? Okay, I see there is voice, right? Now, let's go to part 4 of our chapter 21 video, in which this time we are going to look at a very important equation. We call it the Fisher's equation. Okay, let's get started. Now, here, before we look at the very complicated equation and we change it into a simple equation, let's start instead with a story. Okay, now a very simple mathematical story. Now, imagine this is our income, $100, and then let's say this is the price of iPhone. 好嘛？我哋今次唔食逼咩啦 iPhone. Okay, now let's say originally is 100. So, how many iPhones can I buy? Quantity would be 1 here, right? Now, but Fisher's equation is interested in looking at changes. Okay, 睇住咯噃. What happens? Let's assume our new income, for whatever reason, becomes 150. Now here, what do we mean? Income, the money increased by 50%. So how do we call it? Since this is the money amount, 我哋睇個數字啦, we say that nominal income. Okay, our 唔好就記住，喂 our nominal income has increased by 50%. Okay, has increased by 50%. Now, seems that we are richer. 我哋係咪好似有錢咗啊? What if I tell you the price of iPhone becomes 200? 變咗200蚊喎. So, let's see here. The change, the change of price or price level here, you see is 100% increase. 升咗8%喎. So, we say that the inflation rate is 100%. 係咪啊？記唔記得呢個 case 啊? So, finally, how many iPhones can I get? Originally, I can get 1. Now, I can't even get 1 iPhone. I think it's 0. This, right? Now, I can only buy 0.75 iPhone, which is 0. So you see, in terms of iPhone, in terms of the goods, 我哋用貨品嚟計啦. In fact, there is a 25% drop. Now, when we talk about real product, we call this real, our real income. Now, nominal income, 門面上升到50, 但係實質你有冇升到啊? No. In fact, the real, in terms of real product, your income dropped by 25%. Okay, so this is our mathematical story. Now, Fisher's equation is interested in these 3. Now, some economists was thinking, is there a way I can connect all these? Now, in fact, you can. Okay, and that would be, 應間先翻轉頭寫好嘛? Let's try it. In fact, if you understand what is going on, you will see that how to connect these 3 together. 1 plus nominal change in nominal percentage. Okay, the nominal percentage would be equal to 1 plus inflation percentage times 1 plus change in real percentage. 我哋寫濕啲數落去啱唔啱啦? Here, 50%, this will be 1.5. Here will be 1 plus 1 plus 100% would be 2. Here, 1 minus 25%, 0.75. Yes, it matches. Now, therefore, we would know that. Now, 知就知得㗎啦。Now, next one. Now, this formula, if you don't understand what is going on, it's okay. I only teach you for the sake of completeness. Okay? Now, you know that universally, according to mathematics, we would know that 1 plus a change in nominal percentage would be exactly equal to 1 plus the change in real percentage times 1 plus the change inflation rate. This is how we connect the three variables together. Is it complicated? Yes, it is very complicated. Now, therefore, we are not interested in this formula. Now, honestly, we are not interested. We are interested in the simplified version here. Simplified version. Now, some of you would have are studying mathematics. You will understand. Now, for those of you who are not interested in mathematics, you just take it as granted. Okay? Now, when the percentages are small, 嗱，當呢啲 percentage 好細嘅時候，嗱 according to mathematical law, small means less than 8%. We can actually simplify this equation into this. Nominal percentage equals to real percentage plus inflation percentage. Okay? Now, this is exactly our Fisher's equation. Now, 呢個就係費沙方程式啦。Okay, this is our Fisher's equation. Now, you may be thinking, what percentage? Now, this is a powerful thing about Fisher's equation. 乜嘢 percentage 都得。For example, nominal interest rate, it works. Then, nominal return of holding money, it works. Nominal cost of holding money, it works. As long as it is a percentage, then it will work. 所以你見我唔寫 nominal 乜嘢㗎，因為 nominal 乜嘢都得。Nominal interest rate, okay. Nominal return of money, okay. Whatever nominal will work with this formula. OK 得唔得？嗱，都係嗰句，上面呢個你唔知會發生咩事有佢啦。If you don't understand this, let it be. The important one is this one. Okay, this one. This is our starting point to talk about nominal interest rate using Fisher's equation. OK， 好嘛？嗱，嚟咯噃，嚟咯喎，準備啦喎。OK， now let's do something. Now let's simplify this as n. Okay, now it starts with this. We just say nominal percentage equals to real percentage plus inflation rate, right? Now, in our syllabus, there are two sets of numbers that we need to know. Besides nominal versus real, in fact, there are also expected versus actual. Okay, 我哋原來仲有 actual 對 expected 㗎。Okay, now sometimes we expect something to happen, and then turn out it may be true or not. So in economics, we look at both expected and actual. Okay, now remember, think of this as a simple equation. 嗱，唔啱嘅呢樣嘢，我陣間話你聽錯啲咩啊？唔好抄住好嘛？唔好抄住，聽咗先。So mathematically, if I put expected on this side, expected nominal interest rate, let's say. So what should I do on the right hand side? You times expected. Expected nominal interest rate would be equals to expected real interest rate plus expected inflation rate. 數學咁啫嘛，呢邊乘 expect， 嗰邊咪乘 expect 啦。Okay, now same here. if we are talking about actual nominal interest rate, then it should be equal to actual real interest rate plus actual inflation rate. Okay, so you see, we use this Fisher's relationship and break it down into two different versions. Now, I just told you something was wrong, 係咪啊？有咩錯啊？ Here, this is wrong. 自己寫低佢啦。There is no such thing as expected nominal. There is also no such thing as actual nominal interest rate, at least 冇呢啲咁嘅 concept 㗎。For a simple reason that nominal interest rate is artificially set， 係由中央銀行去定㗎，所以佢唔會有預期同實質㗎。佢定係8%就係8%。It must be the same. Okay, so there is no such concept as expected nominal. So what does that mean? Now we just need to rearrange this equation into one final ultimate equation. 你揸住呢條式，你揸住以下呢條式，你就所有題目都做到㗎啦。睇住咯喎。It means that 嗱 ，let's put nominal percentage in the middle. On one hand, it would be equal to expected real percentage plus expected inflation percentage on one hand. On another hand, it would be equal to actual real percentage plus actual inflation percentage. This is the ultimate formula that you must remember when you go into your examination. 呢條就係你前面完全唔知道講乜唔緊要嘅。Recite this. Make sure you can recite this formula anytime. 幾時都背到出嚟就得㗎啦。Okay, so how useful is this formula? Very. Let's do some demonstration. 我哋有啲嘢未講㗎嚇，特登嘅。Let's go to the next page. Let's look at the MCs here. Let's see whether we can apply our formula. OK， 嗱，我望一望先，好嘛？嗱 ，this question asks for the nominal rate of return and expected cost of holding money. 嗱 ，you haven't learned， 未學嘅，唔好理住，未學嘅。And then next one, expected 嗱 ，the actual real interest rate and actual rate of return. Now, this one we don't know, but actual real interest rate, we should be able to handle it. Now, remember, let's write down the formula. Nominal equals to actual real plus actual inflation. Another hand equals to expected real plus expected inflation. 寫咗出嚟先，好嘛？ Now let's sub in some number to see whether we can find actual real interest rate. Okay, here it says nominal interest rate 8%， 講明啦。Nominal 係8%， and it says expected inflation 3%. Now, can you draw any conclusion? Yes. What is expected real interest rate? It would be 5. It would be here. It would be 5%. 你計到啦已經。Okay. Now, but this question asks for actual real interest rate. So let's see. The actual inflation rate is 6%. Here, 睇住喎，6%. So, what would be the actual real interest rate? The answer is 2%. Okay, this is how you use our ultimate Fisher's equation。呢個就係咁用啦，好嘛 ？This is the ultimate formula that you need to remember。OK， 喂，嚟多次，好嘛？嚟多次 ，Here，let's see this question。睇下邊格計到先。嗱 ，cost of holding money 未學 ，nominal return of holding money 未學 ，expected real interest rate yes we can try to find this again。nominal expected real expected inflation another actual real actual inflation. Let's see. It is given nominal interest rate is 5%, 5% 啦。Expected inflation is 3%. So what is the expected real interest? 2%. 2%啦，咁啱啊，又係2%咯。So this one will be 2%. Okay, so this is how you use our ultimate Fisher's equation. 咦，咁點解我哋仲有咁多空格漏空嘅？ Because I have something that I have not talked about. I just wanted you to know how to use this Fisher's equation first. Okay, now hopefully with these two examples, you now understand how to use our Fisher's equation. Okay, now let's go back. There is something that we have not dealt with. 我哋有啲嘢未講嘅。Namely, the table below. The table below we have not finished. Okay, now in examination, they will also ask for 4 terms, right? Sometimes they ask for the return of holding money, the cost of holding money. Okay, now obviously, in examination, they will not tell you nominal cost, nominal return. Because remember, there is no such thing as nominal return, nominal cost, right? We only have real. 冇 nominal 呢樣嘢，因為 nominal 人定㗎嘛。Okay, so remember, actually, no, forget about what I said. I think this will only confuse you. 嗱，當我冇講過，我驚一陣間嚇親你嘅。Nominal, right? The nominal return of holding money. Now, what is a return of holding money? It is by holding money, $100. Let's say. Today, you hold $100. So tomorrow, you check your wallet. By holding that $100, how much would you have tomorrow? 唔使問㗎。Tomorrow, you will only have 100. So is there any return of holding money? No. Nominal return of holding money must be 0%. 今日揸住100蚊，聽日個數字都一定係100蚊。Okay, so what about the real return of holding money? Okay, you just use Fisher's equation, then you will know. Right here, nominal equals to real plus inflation. Right? Since nominal is 0, so real will be equals to negative inflation rate. Therefore, your real return of holding money, you will be losing the inflation rate. 即係咩意思？係講緊人話啦，人話嚟講啦，你揸住錢唔去投資，其實你係蝕咗個通脹咯，係嘛？ The real return of holding money is that you are losing the inflation rate. 你蝕咗通脹㗎，得唔得？ So this is nominal. This is a return of holding money. Now what about cost of holding money? 嗱，唔係 return 睇清楚 ，cost of holding money. 咁揸錢嘅成本係乜嘢啊？嗱 ，in economics, we always have an assumption that money can be used to do 2 things: either hold or you buy bond. 一係揸錢，一係買債券。Okay, go buy bond. Now, therefore, by holding money, you are giving up the return from bond. 係咪啊？ So the cost of holding money would be the return from bond. So what is the return from bond? nominal 如果淨係睇個金額啦 ，the nominal return of bond would be the nominal interest rate. So by holding money， 你揸錢你係咪放棄咗攞嚿錢嚟到買 bond 賺個 nominal interest rate 啊 ？So the nominal cost of holding money would be nominal interest rate. Therefore, real cost of holding money would be the real interest rate. Okay, 得唔得？ Now, my advice, take some time to understand what I just talked about for this table. If you really do not understand, now I suggest you go back to the point where I start explaining this video and listen to it again until you know what I'm talking about. Okay, this is very important. 好緊要㗎呢個 table， 好嗎？ Okay, now assume you understand what I was talking about. Now, let's look at the rest of the question. The rest of the question. Here, sample paper. It says, if nominal interest rate of 1-year bond is 10% and the expected inflation rate is 2%. Right? Now, let's see. The nominal rate of return of holding cash. 你記住啦 nominal return of holding cash. When you hold money tomorrow, when you hold $100 tomorrow in your wallet, you will also only find 100. 你今日揸100蚊，聽日都只會有100蚊嘅。Therefore, the nominal return of money must be 0. 唔使問你一定0蚊嘅，一定0% 嘅。What about the cost? The cost would be you're giving up the return from holding bond. Therefore, you are giving up the interest rate. Now, but the thing is, and the expected cost of holding cash. Here. Expected cost. Now my question is, what cost? Nominal or real? Remember, whenever you see the word expected, it would automatically means real cost. For the reason I explained, nominal is determined by people artificially. So there would not be such thing as expected nominal. 唔應該有一樣嘢叫做 expected nominal 㗎，得唔得？冇 expected nominal， 只有 expected real 㗎。Now therefore, we are talking about the expected real cost of holding cash. Remember, the expected real cost of holding cash would be the expected real interest rate. Okay, what would be the expected real interest rate? Okay, what would be the expected real interest rate? Let's see. Okay, now here, use Fisher's equation. Nominal equals to expected real plus expected inflation. Here, nominal is given to be 10%. 10%. Expected inflation given as 2%. Now, therefore, the Therefore, the expected real interest rate would be 8%. Answer A. Okay? 得唔得？ This is how you use the Fisher's equation. Okay, so let's try a few more. 嚟多幾條咯喎，好嘛？ Now, second, 2014. Now we have dealt with this 2%. Now let's see the actual rate of return of holding cash. Actual rate of return of holding cash. Now remember, what is actual rate? Actual what rate? When you see actual rate, it means actual, 因為唔會有 actual nominal 嘛 actual real return of holding money. 嗱，記住啦 the nominal return of holding money is 0. Okay, so the real return, like we said, would be 係嘛 in previous page would be the negative inflation rate。你係蝕咗通脹啊嘛，你揸住錢嘅回報就係蝕通脹咯，係咪冇回報㗎？你蝕通脹㗎。Okay, so it would be the negative actual inflation rate, negative 6%. Okay, A is the answer. 得唔得？嚟多次，嚟多次。The rate of return of holding the real return of holding cash would be negative inflation, right? 係咪我哋頭先有講啦？呢度 would be negative inflation. This time we are asking the actual real. Therefore, we give the negative actual inflation. That would be negative 6%. 好嗎 ？Okay, next one. Next one. Now, nominal interest rate is 呢個我哋頭先睇咗啲啦，係咪啊？嗱 ，the cost of holding money 嗱，有一個簡單啲嘅 nominal return of holding money， 記唔記得？揸錢聽日會有幾多錢啊？今日揸100蚊，聽日都有100蚊啊嘛。Today you hold 100, tomorrow you will only have 100. So expected return always 0%. I think the answer clearly would be this one. B. 我哋得一個係0同埋2% 啦。Now, the cost of holding money. Remember, the cost of holding. Now, when it didn't say expected or actual, right? When it says cost of holding money, without telling you actual or expected, it means it would be nominal. 係咪佢慳翻啲字啦 ？It would be nominal. 因為 nominal 嗱 because in nominal there would be no expected or real. Now therefore, when it didn't say whatever cost, it's just nominal cost. Okay, 好嘛 ？Remember, the nominal cost of holding money would be the nominal interest rate you can earn from bond. So, what is the nominal interest rate? 5%. Therefore, this is 5%. OK 得唔得？嗱，你見啊，其實Fisher's equation really only used like this， 係咁樣用嘅咋條 Fisher's equation。There is nothing too complicated about it, as long as you remember our ultimate equation and you understand what this table is going on, then it shouldn't be too difficult. OK 好嘛？嗱，睇多條啦。睇多條 MC 嘅，我哋睇啲 short cut long cut 啦。One more MC here. Assume the real interest rate is 6%. 好啦 ，when it here real interest rate is 6% and the expected inflation rate is 3%. Okay. Now it says 嗱，我哋寫低嗱 ，use the ultimate equation, right? Actual real plus actual inflation。落啲先，睇唔到添。On another hand, will be expected real plus expected inflation. Okay, here, assume the real interest rate is 6%. And the expected inflation rate is 3%. Here, 睇住啦噃，做咩事？ Here, expected 3%. Now, real interest rate is 6%. Now, what real, actual or expected？ 嗱，考評局就係咁弱智㗎啦。They always forget to add whether it's actual or expected. Now, when they didn't mention actual or expected, right? We would assume it to be expected. So this is a 6%, right? So it means our nominal would be 9%. 呢個攞紅筆 Okay? Our nominal would be 9% from this deduction. Now if the actual inflation rate is 5% here, so the actual real interest would be 4%. Okay, now, here, it asks for the cost of holding money. 又係啦 How come it didn't say whether it's actual or expected? Because it would mean when you don't see actual or expected, it would mean that we are talking about the nominal cost of holding money. So by holding money, what are you giving up? You are giving up the nominal interest rate. Nominal interest rate from, okay, from bonds, okay, from investing in bonds. So what is the nominal interest rate? 9%, right? 9%. C is the answer. Okay, 得唔得? C would be the answer. Now you see, right? First time you see Fisher's equation may be a little bit complicated, but as you do more and more, it follows the same logic again and again. Again, you just need to remember this ultimate equation and what the table has been going on. Then you should be okay. Now, let's quickly look at those short questions and long questions and be done with this video. This is already a very long video. Okay, 好啦，望一望啦。Now, here, a short question. It says, inflation rate rose to 7.9%, almost 8%, right? 係嘛？非常之貴啦。Now, here, part A asks, what is inflation? 咩係 inflation 啊 ？Copy 啦自己。嗱 ，remember, it's a persistent。嗱呢個字一定要出啊。Increase in price level, but the important word is persistent. Okay, 好嘛？嗱 ，Part B, many workers have their salary increased during inflation. Okay, 嗱佢話原來加人工啦。Explain whether the real income of these workers would necessarily rise. Of course, no. Now, how do we answer this question? We say by Fisher's equation. Okay, now we need to write it out. Nominal income will be equals to real income plus inflation rate. I should say, right? The percentage change in nominal income will be the percentage change in real income plus inflation rate. 係啦，嗱，答長答語寫清楚啦。It's the percentage change in nominal income. Okay. Now, by the virtue of this equation, we know nominal has increased. If the increase in nominal, a percentage increase, sorry, in nominal is smaller than the percentage increase in inflation. Now, what does that mean? By the virtue of this equation, it would say real income would actually drop. 係會跌嘅喎 would actually drop by using Fisher's equation to look at it. Okay, this is how you use Fisher's equation to answer the question. Okay, 係嘛？嗱 not terribly difficult, but again, you need to remember the formula before you can do anything constructive. Okay, 你一定要識咗條 formula 先，好嘛？嗱 assume this is okay. Now, let's look at part D. It says, to relieve the effect of inflation, the government has issued inflation-linked bond with interest paid every 6 months. Now, inflation-linked, it means that if the inflation becomes higher, the interest rate of this bond would be adjusted, positively related. Explain how I bond would relieve the effect of inflation. Now, we will say that since the interest rate would increase with inflation. Now, therefore, we know that the drop in purchasing power due to inflation would be compensated. It would be compensated. For example, if 12%, I will give you back 12% more so that you will not lose to inflation. Something along the line. Okay, something along the line. Something along the line. Now, let's look at one final question. Here, it says, what is the relationship between nominal interest rate and real interest rate? Nominal equals to real plus inflation rate. 自己寫，我唔嘥時間。Okay. Now B, when there is an actual deflation, the nominal interest rate will be lower than real interest rate. Do you agree? Okay. Now, we're using this formula. Let's see whether you agree or not. Now, this is a very stupid question. Okay, because remember, now, you don't need to write this in your answer. Okay, but let's look at why I say this is a stupid question. Because in our ultimate version, we know that on one hand, actual real plus actual inflation. Another hand, expected real plus expected inflation. Now it says, if there is actual deflation, meaning actual deflation, meaning that this guy would be negative, right? Would be negative. Then the nominal interest rate would be lower than the real interest rate. Now, immediately, I think some of you see the problem. What real interest rate? Is that expected real interest rate or actual real interest rate? No, the question has not specified. Now, therefore, you will see that on one hand, if we only look at the right hand side, yes, it is true. If this is negative, then nominal would be smaller than actual real. Now, therefore, if you answer the question yes, you can say yes. How come? Using this equation, you will know that nominal, now then you need to specify, is smaller than actual real interest rates. You need to specify is actual. But then you can also answer no. Because do you know anything about this side? No. And the question didn't specify whether it's actual or expected. Then you can answer no with the reason that with actual deflation does not mean 唔代表 okay, the expected inflation rate would be negative. Therefore, we do not know whether 我哋係唔知㗎 whether nominal would be smaller than you need to specify expected real. 考評局係低能嘅，我成日都話咁低級嘅錯誤都犯，憑咩去教你哋 econ 啊？係嘛？ But again, EAA, you still need to face them, right? So this question is a perfect example of how stupid EAA is, right? But you need to accept the truth that you still need to take the examination. Okay? 得唔得？ So remember, this question is a perfect example of why we need to remember there are both sides, expected and actual. And you need to separate them when you are thinking about whether expected or actual has been affected. OK 得唔得 ？Now if it is OK, then this is the end for Fisher's equation. For the second last video, the next video, okay, we are going to look at one quite difficult topic. We call it the redistribution effect of unanticipated inflation. Okay, so until then, I see you again next time. Bye bye.